Hunter Rush, Miss Heritage, and today I'm back to read you another book. Today we'll be reading The Giant Surprise, a Narnia story, inspired by the stories of C.S. Lewis, but written by Hawin Aram, which I'm sorry is pronounced probably wrong, but I'm doing my best. Let's begin. Narnia, a world made of magic from the start of time, full of marvelous creatures, talking beasts, and trees that sometimes get up and dance. Now pull on your boots and splash to the muddy marshlands, home to the web-footed, web-fingered Marsh-wiggles. Meet Puddleglum, the most famous of them all. Get to know his niece, Lally, the brave little wiglet, as together they help the marsh mice challenge the roaring, rock-throwing, not-so-clever giants of Shribble Gorge. It all started one otherwise peaceful morning. Puddleglum was fishing and Lally was playing with her boat when two marsh mice pushed through the reeds. "There's a terrible roaring going on," said Greep, and sloshing and galoshing added Graypaw from behind. Puddleglum sniffed the air. "Giants," he said gloomily. "But it can't be," said Lally. "Giants never come out to our marshes." "Believe me," said Puddleglum, "these giants do. And they're not just getting closer, they're here." "Stand and fight," said Greep. "Fight and stand," said Graypaw. "Dive and swim," said Puddleglum. Lally dived. Puddleglum dived after her as he roared the giant dribble and the giant crackerwalk, waving giant fishing rods. In a flash, one hooked Greep and the other hooked Graypaw. "Let us down," squealed Greep. "You great big mice-catching giants, let us down this very minute or be sorry," squeaked Graypaw, but the giants took no notice. Dangling Greep and Graypaw in the air, they turned on their heels and strode off the way they'd come. "Galley sloop, galley slop." "After them!" cried Lally. "Yes, after us!" cried the mice, "and hurry!" Puddleglum put Lally on his shoulders and set off. His legs were like stilts, his feet like paddles. He knew the land like the back of his hand, and he was never far behind. But when they arrived at the giant's gorge, there was no sign of Greep or Graypaw, only roaring, raging, not very clever, rock and rubble throwing giants. Dodging boots and bits of boulder, Puddleglum sprang from rock to rock until he found Dribble and Crackerwalk. "Where are our mice?" he demanded. The giants looked blank. Then a big beam broke across Dribble's face. "Ah, mice! Us remember! Us catch mice! Lots of mice!" But when a rock whizzed by, he forgot what he was saying and roared off for a game of rock shies. Lally shivered. "Do you think they've already eaten them?" "Worse," said Puddleglum. "I think they're collecting them to make one big mice pie. Now can you keep them busy while I look around?" Lally's heart sank. "All right," she sighed. "I'll try." Even though she was trembling and the rock was hard, Lally managed some of her best cartwheels. The giants were so surprised that one by one they gathered around. When Lally saw she had their full attention, she took a deep breath and shouted, "Listen, giants, we're going to play a game." "Game, game," roared the giants. "Game of rock shies." "No," Lally yelled back firmly. "A game of—" What? Her mind raced. What game could a little wiglet play with these giant rock throwers? Then suddenly she had it, one of her good ideas. A game of making things. "Making things," roared Dribble. "Yes, yes, us remember, us making mice pie." "No," yelled Lally. "Rock sandwiches, much better." "Rock sandwiches," roared the giants. "Yum, yum, yum." "Now first, for the filling," said Lally. "We take a lot of rocks and crush them well." "Lots of rocks," roared the giants. "Crush 'em well." They rushed around collecting rocks, crushing rocks with rock hammers, and all the time roaring, "Yum, yum, yum." "Very good," said Lally. "And for the bread, slices of fresh hills." "Not too thick, mind," she called after them. "Medium thin." And all the time she had the giants slicing. Puddleglum was looking for Greep and Graypaw. High and low he searched, up the gorge and every gully, until he came to the giant's tumble-down castle. Here at last he heard what he was beginning to fear he never would, the sound of mice, lots of mice coming from the rocked-up larder. And over their squeaking and squealing and scampering and panicking was Greep's voice trying to calm them. "Galley up, galley ho, stand your ground, never let a giant jelly your legs." "Greep, Graypaw, all of you," Puddleglum called. "Hold on, and I'll soon have you out." And while he used a giant corkscrew to make holes in the larder and free the mice. Lally sent the giants to the river lots of gooey mud ketchup. "Yum, yum, yum," they drooled as they scooped it up and slapped it on. "Rock sandwiches ready, us eat." They smacked their lips, they bit in. Their cheeks bulged, their teeth ground. Lally could hardly believe it. "Stop, stop, you don't understand. This is a game, we don't eat the sandwiches." But there was no stopping the giants. "Oh no," Lally cried, "this has gone too far. Uncle Puddleglum, help." "Right here," said Puddleglum, leaping up beside her. "And whatever you did, it was just the thing. You kept the giants busy, and I found the mice." "But look," cried Lally, "they're eating rocks and hills and mud. We have to stop them. They might choke or—" "Don't worry," said Puddleglum. "Watch this." He picked up a small rock and another and hurled them down onto the plain. At once the giants forgot about eating. "Rock shies," they roared. "Us remember. Us play rock shies." And their rock throwing began all over again, only this time with pieces of hilly, muddy rock sandwiches. "Poor old giants," said Lally, as Puddleglum led them all safely home. "I expect they even throw rocks in their sleep." "If they remember to sleep," said Graypaw. "What's lucky they forgot to eat," said Greep, "or we'd be mice pie." "And you still could be," said Puddleglum, "so prepare for the worst, and it won't catch you by surprise." "Well, I much prefer thinking the best," said Lally when they settled by the fire. "And that was a big adventure I won't forget in a hurry." "True, true," sighed Puddleglum. "Nothing like adventure to remind us life isn't all fishing and mud-winkle stew. So what's next, I wonder? Ogres? Dragons?" "Whatever it is," said Lally, "when it comes, I know where I want to be." "So do we," said the mice softly. With the bravest Marsh-wiggle and the bravest little wiglet in all of Narnia. That's all. Thanks for watching.